From WFRV TV, Local 5, serving Northeast Wisconsin, including Green Bay, Fox Cities, and the Lakeshore. This is Newsmaker Sunday.
Good morning, welcome. Thank you for joining us for Newsmaker Sunday. I'm Tom Zalaski. Well, for homeless shelters and food pantries, Goodwill, the Salvation Army, these organizations and many others like them are telling the same story. The need is great and the need is growing. So this morning, two organizations, each with their own mission of helping to meet those needs. Joining me this morning, we have Lisa Jones. She is the Executive Director of the Community Clothes Closet in Menasha, and Jenny Krakova. She is the Engagement Manager for the Community Foundation of the Fox Valley region. Good morning, ladies, to both of you. Thanks so much for being here. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of the needs and the numbers, tell me about your organization, your Community Clothes Closet. What is it? What do you do, Lisa?
Yes, so the Community Clothes Closet has been around for 44 years, and our mission is to provide free clothing to people in need. We do work off a referral basis, so organizations, human service organizations, schools and churches can refer to us, and then clients are able to come and shop twice a month for an entire year for free.
And the foundation, where are you in this equation?
Sure. So I'm with the Community Foundation for the Fox Valley region. And a community foundation kind of can be thought of like a piggy bank for a specific geographic area where people and organizations can give money that then are placed according to what are the greatest needs in the community. So for the Fox Valley region, we cover Outagamie, Northern Winnebago, Calumet, Wapaka, and Shawano. And there are community foundations throughout the country.
So, Lisa, Community Clothes Closet, you've reached a milestone, although I don't know that we are celebrating this milestone. You know, what's the milestone? How great is the need out there?
Yes, so the first time in our history, we are now serving over 10,000 individuals annually. And like you said, it is a major milestone for us, but a sad one, because it is the reality of the situation is that so many in our community need help. So
yeah, what was it like the year before or the year before? How quickly has this need grown?
Yes, so in a year we've increased our numbers 61% over this time last year. So significant increases. You know, individuals are definitely seeing the effects of inflation, rising cost of housing, and just being priced out of that market. And so, you know, for families that are stretching their dollars, it's just becoming harder and harder to do that, to make ends meet.
You say the Community Clothes Closet has been around for some 44 years now. How did it start? Who got the idea that he looked out there or she looked out there and said, hey, there's a need that we have to meet, and here's how we'll do it?
Yeah, so originally it was a congregation in a church, and it was a need for one pair of shoes. And quickly they realized that the need was much greater than that, and so the Community Clothes Closet was born, and we've served thousands over our 44-year history, and now, you know, we continue to see that need rise. Yeah,
and we say the word need. What do we mean when we say need? What are people coming to you for?
So they come to us specifically for clothing. It can be casual clothing, it can be career clothing. We have infant all the way up to adult size clothing. We also offer shoes and then bedding and towels.
All right, and then Jenny, the foundation, Community Foundation for the Fox Valley, what role do you play in helping organizations like Lisa's?
Yeah, so like I said, we have these funds that are so generously given to us through individual donors, organizations, that we then provide as grants to nonprofits in the community. We have competitive grant cycles that Lisa and her crew have applied for that we've been happy to extend to them, as well as then individual donors who maybe have a particular passion for helping with basic needs, or they just have a direct relationship with Community Clothes Closet and can direct funds to that organization that way.
So Lisa, how important is Jenny to your organization?
Jenny and the Community Foundation are very important to our mission. Without the Community Foundation support, I mean, it is very unlikely that we would be able to continue with the amount of programs and outreach that we're doing to just in our community, but also outreach to outlying communities.
How did you two find each other? Did you find them? Did you find her? How does that work?
Well, I think most nonprofits know about the Community Foundation
Okay.
and the great work that they do, and so it's reaching out and talking with the individuals at the Community Foundation that are in charge of those funds.
And I used to be a fundraiser, which is how I came to learn about the Community Foundation before I ended up working there. So it is kind of that word of mouth, or and nonprofits helping each other and reaching out and trying to understand the need in the community.
And we are back with much more helping people in the Fox Valley right after this. Stay with us. We are back now with Lisa Jones, the Executive Director of the Community Clothes Closet in Menasha, and Jenny Krakova of the Community Foundation of the Fox Valley region. Community Clothes Closet, for Jenny, just one of the organizations that you help. You're also funding and helping programs, not necessarily for people in need. You're also funding programs in other parts of our society. What else do you give to?
Sure, everything from education to, obviously the basic needs is a big one, but also arts, environment. We have a huge scholarship program as well. So.
And in what way are you helping? Like the arts, when you say arts, who are you helping here?
Organizations, I'm going to name specific ones, but don't want to leave anyone out intentionally, but like a performing arts center or an art museum, or it could be a small concert put on by a local just arts-based nonprofit. So it could be anything from the staff that they need to run those organizations to putting on a specific event.
Yeah, how about the environment? What are you doing there?
In the environment, lots of great work going on, lots of work specifically on trails and expanding trails within our region. Lots of great environmental work going on in our community and just helping them. A lot of capacity building needs and is a lot of our recent grant making in that area as well.
So you're covering a lot of bases with these grants. What kind of money are we talking here?
So
how much money goes through your organization to other organizations?
Yeah, so the latest numbers, we're getting ready to release our 2023 annual report, but the 2022 numbers was over $40 million to over 1,700 grant recipients just in 1 year. And that's a good typical number for us in a given year.
And when you say 1,700 grant recipients, are these specifically organizations? Are they individual people?
They're organizations. So scholarships we will do to individuals that are pursuing further education, but our grants do go to organizations. We do not provide grants currently to individuals.
Okay, so you're talking $40 million. That's a lot of money. And somebody listening out there who may want to help you out, they look at that and they go, I can't help. I'm not in that ballpark. I can't give that kind of money. But they can. You're looking for the small stuff too, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think one, if you do have means and have additional capacity right now, there's such great need, as we've been talking about earlier in the show, in the community. And so if you have extra capacity, give. But if you're not at that level, I think back to when I was a fundraiser, and those gifts that were $100 or less comprised 10% of our $2 million budget, which that's nothing to ignore. So if one person says, oh, my $20 gift isn't going to make a difference, maybe, but if everybody starts thinking that way, that really has a significant impact on our local nonprofits and organizations. So thinking of your gift in terms of the collective impact. Yeah, each of us on our own, we don't do maybe as much as we can collectively and together. Stronger together, it's that message, even in philanthropy.
At the top of the show, we said the need is great, the need is growing. So as far as the foundation goes, you're bringing in, again, $40 million, big number. Are you able to help all those who are asking you for help? Or do you
believe it or not, those big numbers, there's still a growing need. I was looking at some numbers just compared to previous years, and then coming out of COVID, we saw 60% was our increase number two, a 60% increase in requests to our Community Vision Fund, which is probably one of our larger funds of grant money that we have available at the Community Foundation. And we saw a 60% increase over our average the years prior in requests to that fund. So yes, we were able to grant a lot of grants, but we also had to decline more because there's a limited amount available for a year.
Only so much. The foundation does more than just hand out money. You've got programs. What kind of programs do you conduct?
We do. We have a phenomenal program to support nonprofits and professional development. It's called the Nonprofit Leadership Initiative, and they provide ongoing professional development for nonprofit leaders, staff, and they also provide great education and resources for board members. So folks that are interested in board service, sometimes, you know, something people are interested in, but how can I be a good board member? How can I really serve and have an impact on the organization that means something to me that I want to volunteer with in that way?
And would you know of any student offhand who may have taken part in some classes?
I might. Yeah, Lisa, I know, has been a participant in some of our NPLI programming.
Yes, definitely. I went through their year-long program for Nonprofit Leadership Institute and have definitely taken advantage of the other educational programs that they provide throughout the year, and it's been very beneficial. And it's affordable for nonprofits like us that are smaller and on more of a budget, so definitely very impactful and beneficial.
So what has that done for you, Lisa? Who was Lisa, the executive director, before the program, and who was the Lisa afterward?
Oh, goodness.
What was the difference?
You know, I was doing operations at that time with Community Close Closet, but through this leadership, it really taught me all the ins and outs of running a nonprofit, from board leadership to financial, you know, looking at marketing, everything that is involved in running a nonprofit. So it really set me up to become an executive director.
How did you get in the first place?
I was actually recruited by a former executive director to come in and work, and I love the mission so much.
And what were you doing before that? What were you doing?
I actually worked for a hospital system, and I worked in their foundation department, but more behind the scenes.
Okay, and Jenny, how did you get to your position?
I was a fundraiser. I used to work for our local domestic abuse program doing development and fundraising for that organization, and that's really how I got introduced to the Community Foundation, and really was excited when there was an opportunity for me to come in and do some specific grant making to basic needs, and an area I have a real passion for.
And you both got to the top. We are back with much more, so please stay right there. Welcome back. Our guests this morning, Jenny Krakava of the Community Foundation of the Fox Valley, Lisa Jones of the Community Clothes Closet. We mentioned the explosive growth in need over the past 12 to 18 months, up 61% in that time period. Do you know why? Do you have any guesses why? What's going on out there? And I pose that to both of you.
From our perspective, when we're talking with clients, a lot of it has to do with the increased cost of goods. Housing. A lot of our families we're working with have been priced out of their rentals, their apartments, their houses, and are finding themselves in a homeless situation. In fact, a lot of families with children we've spoken with this year are living out of their cars, and it's an alarming trend. We've definitely seen a huge increase in that. So,
does that surprise you? Because you just said to me, people living out of their cars. We're in Northeast Wisconsin. Right. We don't think that happens around.
Yeah, it happens a lot more than you think, and I'll be honest, I hadn't seen a lot of that in years prior, but this year it is. We saw it every single week this winter. Families coming in, we were trying to connect them with other resources that would help them, trying to work with them while also trying to provide enough blankets and things to keep them safe throughout the winter. So
we're hopefully past the whole COVID thing now, but what did that do to both of your organizations?
Well,
did it affect you at all?
Absolutely. I mean, one, there was the need, there was all this uncertainty, especially as things were just happening and we were going into isolation, and these nonprofit, like, how are they going to do the work that they need to do, and how are people going to get the assistance they need? But the bright spot of that was the response from the community in that moment. We set up a special COVID-19 response fund and ended up giving hundreds of grants totaling $1.7 million over those first 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic to really help nonprofits sustain and be able to provide the needs, the new or the ever-evolving needs that were coming daily during the pandemic.
Yeah, and Lisa, how did you weather that storm?
Pretty good. I mean, like Jenny said, the community really stepped up. I think they were more than willing to come out and help. Not only did we have increased clothing donations, but financial donations were coming in as well, because they knew that people were going to need help. So
and with that 61% increase, what has that done to you and your organization? Are you still able to provide what people are coming to you for? I mean, that's an awful.
It's a lot.
It's a big jump.
It is. It's a significant jump. You know, we've had to make some adjustments in the number of items that we're able to provide. We work off a quota basis, so people get so many items per visit. We've had to decrease that number just to make sure that everyone has a chance to get something. You know, we definitely are watching our budget very closely, because the other thing with increased numbers means we need to go out and buy more inventory, more than ever, than we have in our past. And so really trying to look for deals, work with you know, suppliers, and really try to stretch our dollars as well.
Jenny, the foundation, we're talking about how the small donations are nice, but you do rely on big donations, on endowments. How do you go about finding the people in that category who would be willing to help on that scale?
I mean, that's where it's the relationships. I work on the community engagement side, so I'm more in contact with the nonprofits and understanding the needs in the community, but my donor services colleagues, they're the ones that have those relationships. And so they're the ones that are, you know, talking and helping share these needs internally. We also convene funders from time to kind of help elevate a need and an understanding of, you know, the increased funding that's needed in this moment in time.
And we talked earlier about there are perhaps some times where you can't cover all the needs and you've got to turn certain people away. What is the process, for Lisa, for your organization, what's the process to apply to Jenny to get money that you need?
Yep, so they do have an online portal that we can go into, but generally what we're doing is we're giving a call to the person that's managing a particular fund, or if we're seeking support for a specific program, we'll probably give a call and say, hey, this is what we need, this is what we're looking for, where would you direct us to? So it's always, it starts mostly with a conversation.
And I know you have a need for volunteers.
Yes.
What do your volunteers do for you?
Oh gosh, our volunteers make up 90% of our workforce. They are so important. They're doing everything from accepting the donations for it, like the clothing donations, hanging the clothing, sorting the clothing, working one-on-one with our clients, making sure they're getting what they need on our shopping floor, and you know, helping them also with career outfits. We have a program called New Start, and they work a volunteer will work one-on-one with an individual to make sure that they have an appropriate interview outfit, scrubs, or steel-toed boots.
Is there a stigma to shopping at Community Clothes Closet, or are we past that?
I hope we're past that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of individuals come in, and we want to make it make sure it's a very safe and welcoming environment. It's bright. It's just like a shopping trip that you would make to a store. You get to have a shopping cart. You pick out what you like. So it's we try to make it as welcoming as possible.
We are back to wrap up right after this, so please stay with us. The Community Clothes Closet and the Community Foundation of the Fox Valley Region, two organizations joining forces to meet the growing needs in our community. So first, Jenny, as we wrap up here, how can people help you? What do you need? I know it's money. How do they get it to you?
Sure. Well, I mean, there's lots of ways. I mean, I'm going to direct people to our website, and hopefully there's a link we can share somehow through this process as well. But if you have an interest in setting up a fund, we can put you in contact with our donor services team and get you the information you need in terms of how you can support.
Okay, and then we do have a contact for you and your organization. Lisa, same thing. How do they contact you if either they want to give help or they want help?
Yep, so I would say if you need or if are needing some help, definitely call our office and we can direct you through that process. For anyone that is looking for other information for donating, our website is always a great place to start. And then donations are accepted at our Menasha location and at Gunderson Cleaners in the Appleton area and the Oshkosh area. Okay,
and you've got the store, but you've also got what you're calling the traveling closet.
Yes.
What is that?
So that's our newest program and our second largest program. Our traveling closet is a truck that is filled with clothing that goes to outlying communities every 60 days and delivers clothing to people who may have other, transportation challenges or other challenges getting to our Menasha location.
And you've got something else called pop-up shops.
Yes.
What are pop-up shops? How does that differ from your your traveling closet.
Yeah, so pop-up shops, we get millions of items of clothing every single year that we're sorting, and sometimes there's very high-end items, and so we will actually pull those and we set them aside and we will sell them at a pop-up shop, and that brings in income that supports our programs that we offer.
Okay, and I know you've got a golf outing coming up, and we don't have all the details filled in yet, or do we?
Just about, yes. So it is in July, I believe July 18th. You put me on the spot here. But it's a really fun day, and all the money raised at that event goes back into our client programs.
To someone watching us right now who may be in need but is afraid to step forward for whatever reason, what can you say to them? What do you say to them to invite them to your closet?
Yeah, I would say, there's always a time, I think, in everyone's life when you have to ask for support, and that's okay. We're here to help. We want to help. We make it a very welcoming environment, and I just encourage them to reach out, because there are definitely people in the community that want to help. And
they should also know, I guess, this is not a forever thing.
No.
I mean, this is not something you're going to be coming to you all the time. This is... well, as you said, it sometimes is for interview clothing, to get a job,
exactly,
to get out of where you are.
Yep. So for a lot of our clients, they may shop with us for about 6 months, and then they've gotten back up on their feet because they've started a job, and then they're moving on. And so a lot of our clients are that way. And sometimes it's just getting over this little hump, Maybe you have need a car repair, and suddenly you find yourself, really struggling. This just gets you over that hump, and then you're moving on.
All right, Lisa, Jenny, thank you so very much for being here this morning. Much appreciated. And if you have a newsmaker in your town who you think we should have on this program, let us know about it. Send us an email at tips@wearegreenbay.com, or you can message us on Facebook. And be sure to join us once again Sunday morning at 7:30. Until then, have a great day.